Hello preppers and homesteaders or prepper studders. One of the things when living out remote, such as I do, you always need to have a plan B. And one of those plan Bs is having a way to inflate tires and jumpstart your battery. Two things that when you don't have a solution can leave you stuck out in the middle of nowhere. What I'm going to go over in this video is the Andeman electric battery operated jump starter, and also it has a tire inflator built into it. So you just need one item when you're out in an area such as this and something goes wrong. Let's get into that right now. And just so you know, in the video notes below, I'm going to leave a link to the product, a coupon code that I was given by the company. The company did send this to me to use, test out, evaluate, and give my recommendations. And also you can skip chapters because I'm going to go into the unboxing, using it, pumping up a tire, different things, because one of the things is, if you've seen my other videos, you should always have a tire repair kit with you. I have one in the UTV here, and you need a way to pump up the tire. So this kind of solves that problem by having a jump starter, because I don't know if you know it, but modern UTVs like this, they have electric start. There's no pull back up. You just can't push start them. You need to jump that battery if the battery ever dies. For vehicles like this, your truck, you're just living rural, you need a way to jumpstart your battery. You should have jumper cables, but you're in the city, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna come over and help you jumpstart your vehicle. Living out here, I don't think that deer or bear over there is gonna jumpstart my battery. So let's get into that right now. And like I said, if you wanna skip below in the chapters, just go into the show notes and you can skip chapters. Okay, let's get into the unboxing right now. This is actually how it comes. It actually came shipped in the box, and it saves them a little bit on shipping, but you don't have to worry about any kind of damage to the product because this case itself is really nice. It's one of those hard-shelled cases, and you can see in here, I mean, it's a really nice case. You've got one pocket over here with some accessories. You got your jumper cables. There's the airline right there. Charging cable. And then air nozzle adapters. So you can actually use this for other things. You've got a sport needle, so like if you've got balls, you've got just a wedge adapter, so if you have like inflatable, water products, you can use it for that too. And then it does use USB-C, which is great because pretty much everything uses that. You've got a multi-function jump starter user manual, and then the actual unit itself. And it actually is not very heavy of a unit. And this is the unit. I mean, you can see the size of it. It's really nice because it's not too small, not too big. And the other air compressor, I have an air compressor in our car. I have an air compressor in the truck. This is smaller than both of those, which is really nice because you don't have to take up a lot of space. I have a regular cab truck. This UTV that I'm on the back of right now doesn't have a lot of space, and it's a nice feature to have an all-in-one that'll do two of the worst emergencies you can think of when you're in the outdoors, or just every day. And then to turn the item on, it's just got a power button, and you can see battery is charged. It's got full bars. Right now it's showing BAR for tire pressure. You can change it to PSI. Kind of gives you little examples, for like a bicycle. 36 is generally close to like most vehicles, truck tires. So 7.5 PSI would be good for like the ATV, because I think my tires on this are like 10 PSI, very low pressure. I'm pretty sure my truck is like around 36, and same thing with the car. So this is pretty cool that it's set up that way already. You've also got a light on there, and then you can do a strobe. There you go, turn it off. That's pretty slick too, because I'm not gonna lie, there's been plenty of times that I forgot a flashlight out there. Okay, I want to go over, I already did the unboxing, but I want to go over the features of this. It is a two-in-one power solution, so you've got electric power to jumpstart your battery, and then you also have air power to inflate tires or any other products that you need to fill with air, such as rafts, you know, sports equipment, footballs, basketballs, things like that. Powerful jump starter with an integrated air compressor, delivers 800 amp starting current and 2000 amp peak current, capable of jump starting vehicles with up to 8-liter gas or 7-liter diesel engines. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to be using it for my 6-cylinder truck, small engine, and then my, you know, UTV, four-wheelers, things like that. It's equipped with a 10,000 mAh battery, and then it's a good power bank with really fast charging support. It has, like I stated, emergency illumination, flashlight with 3 lighting modes. You've got constant SOS signal and emergency warning. It's durable, resistant design. It's like a hard shell plastic. Oh yeah, it says from durable ABS plus PC fire resistant material. Battery temperature ranges for operation negative 15 Celsius to 60 Celsius. And then designed to withstand harsh conditions. It is sandproof, splashproof, IP40, and drop resistant. The air compressor is 150 PSI, and that is the limit of inflation pressure, which exceeds pretty much, like I said, most trucks and things like that, cars are around 35 PSI. And like I said, UTVs, ATVs are about 10 PSI. Same thing with tractor tires, they're pretty low pressure. This thing is suitable for cars, motorcycles, bicycles, sports balls, and other inflatables there. But let's actually start using this thing. So right now I'm gonna start my UTV. I don't have a dead battery, but I will show you right now, I have a weak battery. Where I park my UTV right now, I don't have electricity in that building, and I've always had a battery tender on there, so you would turn the key and the thing would start right up. Right now, I don't use this that much, and the battery's pretty low, so I'll show you right now, just to give you an idea. I'm gonna start this up, just so you can hear how it cranks. Wasn't too bad because it's actually warmed up and it's got some fuel in it, but usually it'll go, it takes 3 or 4 turns to get it started up. When the battery's topped off, it's like instant, it just wants to start. So let's hook the battery up and try starting it again with the charger on there, just to give an idea how much juice this thing has. Okay, I'm gonna go off the book because there's plenty of times that I use something. I will keep the manual with this in the case because I'll forget how to use things, and it's pretty simple. It just says to use as a battery charger, turn the power on, plug the jumper cables in, connect the red clamp to the positive, black clamp to the negative, start the vehicle. Pretty simple. So I'm gonna turn the power on. Got it turned on. I'm gonna connect these. And it's got a little picture down at the bottom that just shows a car with the hood up, which is pretty nice. And then the plugs, as you can see, it's called a poka-yoke in the manufacturing process, mistake proofing. As you can see, one plug is round, one plug has got a flat side of it, so you cannot cross these, which is very nice. So, and as you can see, it's doing some lights. Bad battery design on here, but I'm going to set this device down here. Connecting the red. Connecting the black. I got a green light down there. You can hear that. It kicked up really quick. It turned the engine a lot faster. That was pretty interesting. That was pretty nice. So then It says once you're done, just disconnect cables. And still at 100%, so I mean this little battery doesn't use much, but let's go pump up. Believe it or not, my spare tire on my truck is flat. So I've needed to get it repaired. I keep pumping it up and then forgetting about it because it's a slow leak, and it's a whole nother story, but let's go do that right now. Okay, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we're gonna drive back to the truck that has a flat tire. Now I'm back at the truck. Now I'm going to inflate my spare tire, which is flat. So we'll see how that works right now. Okay, if you see my other videos, you know that I have the Molle adapter in the back from Built Right Industries. Right here, I've got my tire repair kit, but what I'm getting out of here that I use the most is the tire gauge. And let's go pump this tire up. Okay, I am under my truck. I'm gonna check the pressure here really quick. This is my least favorite thing to do in this area, is get on the ground underneath stuff, but so as you can see, the tire won't even push the gauge. The tire's flat. It's completely flat. Let's figure out how we're gonna do tire inflation. So I'm gonna do as I would do in an emergency, is get this out and look at the manual. And then it just says how to use. Connect one end of the inflation line to the air hole, connect one end of the inflation cable to the tire, and press the power button for 2 seconds to enter inflation mode. Select mode. Okay, let's do this as we're going. Okay, so there is the threaded line to attach the air hose, which I'm going to do. Okay, it's connected. I'm going to connect one end to the truck tire, which is going to be not so fun. Now what is nice about this, the other end has the actual closure on it, so you can clamp it down and it'll stay on there, so you don't have to actually hold it there. My other compressors, I have to like hold it on there, which is not the greatest. I've got this down a little bit. So I got the case down here. When you have the case open like in a clamshell way, you can store your tire inflator gauge and then the valve stem cap, set it in there so you don't lose it. I've lost so many. So let's see now. Taking my glasses off, I am nearsighted. I press the power button for 2 seconds. And then select mode according to using the mode signal. So I'm gonna set it to 36 PSI. And then press the power button for 2 seconds. Press the power button to start. Okay, it did shut off there. I'm gonna check the pressure. I'm gonna stop this. Now the unit itself is a little warm, not that warm though, considering. So it inflated at just under 30, like 27 psi. That's good enough to get you to a bigger pump. So I'm gonna have to play around with it to figure out how to get it to exactly. Okay, I just, as you should do, I read the instructions on it, and it even says on the unit itself, it says, warning, surface may become hot during use, inflates for up to 8 minutes per cycle, and then it will shut down, and then it cools off, and then it will resume after 3 minutes. So if I would have left it hooked up, it would have inflated all the way up to the full 35 psi. So keep that in mind. It's not going to win any speed contest, but it will get it done. And like I said, my heavier air pump that I have pumps it up a little faster. My smaller one, actually, this one's actually quicker than the smaller one that I have in our Kona, but this one is just so small compared to the other air pumps. And the fact that it can do it all in, you know, even if it's a little slower, it's still pretty neat. Because none of these little portable air compressors are fast. I've learned even my expensive big one in the truck that I keep under the hood, it still takes a few minutes, like minutes, not seconds, like as a big air tank that you would have in a compressor, like in a workshop or something like that, or at a gas station that are a lot of PSIs. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's pretty cool. And I do like the fact that it does shut down, cools off, because I did see a countdown on there and I was kind of like not figuring out what that was. I'm really happy with it. If you're looking for an all-in-one solution so you can jumpstart a vehicle or also inflate a flat tire, because you should have a good tire repair kit with you at all times, because plugging a tire is much quicker than changing a tire. So if you can plug a tire and then pump it up, you're good to go. And not having to rely on others to give you a jump start is a great peace of mind. One of the things, like I said, you should always have jumper cables, but if you live like we do, and if you're watching this channel and you want to live remotely, or you do live remotely and you still like watching this channel, you know how it is. I mean, there's people around and then there's not. And then there's times where you don't see people for a long amount of time. Like I said, there's days that I drive in the Ozark National Forest and I'm in there for 2 hours and I don't see anybody. And if you have a flat tire, or if you have a dead battery, you know, you park your car, you go do some hiking and you forgot you left something on and there's nobody there, what are you going to do? So you want to have one of these items, and this item is a great solution, because I've looked at the regular jump starters that are just the jump starter, and combining the air compressor in there is really neat. So, and it takes up less space, and it's kind of easy to take from vehicle to vehicle. So hopefully this was helpful. Great product, and like I said, go into the video notes below and I will leave a coupon code in there. It's good for 20%. 20% is a big deal. So I will leave that in there. Go down below, there's the code in there, and use that coupon code if you want to get one of these. I mean, this is a good product. Like I said, I've used it and I'm gonna keep on using it, and it's gonna stay in the vehicle. I'm probably gonna buy another one, because they did send me this one, but I like to have stuff in each vehicle and left in each vehicle, because I'm one of those people, like, I will forget to transport from one vehicle to the other, so I just have duplicate. I've got a first aid kit in here, tire repair kit in here, same thing with the car over there, same thing with the truck over there, all, you know, duplicates. And now it's kind of nice because this, I don't have a jump start at any of them until this device, and this is kind of a game changer for me, because I've always worried about that. I have jumper cables in all the vehicles, but there's not always people to give that jump start. So, and believe it or not, it's much easier to use this than jumper cables, even if somebody was there. So if I need to assist somebody else, I'll just use this. I don't have to pull my car up, connect the cables, you know, hope that they connect their end right, and I could just go, hey, here you go, positive, negative, boop, start your car. Because the other day out here, I ran into somebody, believe it or not, they were trespassing, and I had to ask them why they were trespassing, and then they ended up, when they got to their vehicle, it wouldn't start. So I had to give them a jump start in addition to saying, hey, you're trespassing. So it's kind of funny, but great product. Hopefully this review was helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, and hopefully you don't get stranded. Hopefully this is one of those products you don't need, but more than likely you will need. I've in the last so many years, there's more plugging of tires than I hate to admit, and having the tools to do the job quickly is peace of mind is priceless in my book. So, and 20% off of peace of mind is even better. So thanks again, and until next time. And as you can see, I've got a long sleeve. This morning I had a jacket on, so the weather has changed. So until next time, thanks again. Bye. Oh, and I will leave a link to the Boulder Tools tire repair kit. It is my favorite. I have multiples of these now. When they go on sale, they're just such a great deal. And they come with a really nice Molle pouch that you can attach into your vehicle, UTV, whatever, but it has everything in there, and it's just a nice all-in-one solution. And it goes great in conjunction with the Air Compressor / Jump Starter that I just did a review of. So 2 items that are just worth their weight in gold in your vehicle. Well, not really, not with the inflation today, but gold is. So thanks again, and bye. Till next time, bye. Big camera. I'm still waiting for the temperature in my water to be perfect. It's still warming up. I'm gonna end it there. Thanks. Like and subscribe. I gotta support this shirt. It was a gift. I love it. I do. So thanks again.